Let's do the frog embryo models. So we have a selected number of models that we're doing, and what we're doing here is we're looking at the differentiation of the germ layers. You know, the ectoderm, mesoderm, and endoderm. So we're showing how the ectoderm, mesoderm, and endoderm give rise to the tissues. And that's what we're demonstrating. So let's look at some background information here. We can see in this model the union of the sperm and oocyte nuclei to form the zygote. We see the first cleavage, second cleavage, third cleavage, formation of the morula, formation of the blastocyst, and then the gastrula. And remember that you have the blastocyst. I'm actually showing you the morula, but you can get the picture here. It's going to embed in the endometrium of the uterus, right in here. And it's going to be fully invaginated by the endometrium of the uterus. And that's what we're looking at right here. So we can see the chorion right here, if you can remember that. Chorionic villi, all these right here. That's going to give rise to the placenta. Right here, we can pretty much see the embryonic disc. So this right here would be the yolk sac. This right here would be the chorion, if you can remember that. So that's your chorion. And we have this embryonic disc right here. That's going to be where you have your formation of your germ layers, the ectoderm, mesoderm, and endoderm. So let's look at the first model here. So this is number 7 here, model number 7. And with this one here, we just have a few structures that we're going to look at. Segmentation cavity right here. Next, we have the micromeres right here, and then macromeres. Okay, we're finished with that one. This next one here is showing you the formation of the ectoderm right here. So here's your ectoderm here. And then this pink stuff right here is showing you the endoderm and mesoderm. So we have this embryonic disc right here. Now I've showed you right there. And that gives rise to the germ layers. The ectoderm and the endoderm and mesoderm. This structure right here now would be the arcantion. This is what's left of the segmentation cavity. So let me go over those one more time just to make sure you're good. So ectoderm, mesoderm and endoderm, arcantion, segmentation cavity, and this would be the macromeres or yolk cells. Next one. we have pretty much the same thing, except the segmentation cavity is not visible anymore. We can see all three germ layers now: ectoderm, mesoderm, and endoderm. I repeat, ectoderm, mesoderm, endoderm. What is this structure? Arcantion. Macromeres or yolk cells. So ectoderm, mesoderm, endoderm, arcantion. What is this structure? Your macromeres or yolk cells. This structure here is the yolk plug. Okay, let's look at this model here. This model here is showing you the ectoderm right here. This is the mesoderm here. And this is the endoderm. This new structure here would be the notochord. This new structure, which is gray, that's your notochord. And we have the yolk plug right here. Again. And then this structure here is showing you undifferentiated mesoderm. So let me go over those again to make it clear. So what is this? Ectoderm, mesoderm, endoderm, arcantion, macromeres, yolk plug, undifferentiated mesoderm. And I think I forgot to mention the model numbers. So let me do that real quick. So this one right here is model number 7. This model that we looked at is model number 9. This model that we looked at would be model number 10. This model that we looked at here would be model number 12. So we're going to look at model number 14 now. So with model number 14, we can see a little bit of difference here with model number 14. Forgot to put it out. Okay. Model number 14. We can see a little bit of difference here, and we can see still the ectoderm right here. We can see right here would be the arcantion again. We can see the notochord right here. Endoderm again. And we can see the mesoderm again. And we can see the diverticulum right here. Oral invagination right here. And this right here is undifferentiated mesoderm. Just like what you're seeing here. This is undifferentiated mesoderm in model number 12. So this right here would be the oral invagination, undifferentiated mesoderm, liver diverticulum right here, liver diverticulum. Right here, liver diverticulum. And then right here we would have the hindgut, entoderm, notochord again, and I think that's it. So let's move on to number 15 now. So with model number 15, we can pretty much see the same stuff. A little bit different though. We can see the blue is still the ectoderm right here. So here we see the ectoderm right there. Okay, and then we see the undifferentiated mesoderm right here. We can see this structure right here is still the oral invagination. Hypophysis right here. Hypophysis right here. And then we see this archention right here. We have the foregut, midgut, and hindgut. Foregut, midgut, and hindgut. We can see that this mesoderm is forming the heart muscle here. This structure right here, the hypophysis, is giving rise to the pituitary gland. You know, it's the ectoderm right here. This is the hypophysis. And then right here we see brain tissue development with the mesencephalon right here. Here's your mesencephalon. And then this structure right here would be the rhombencephalon. Right there. Notochord right here still. And then right here is your entoderm. And we're ready for the next one. Number 16. Okay, number 16. Model number 16. We can see a lot of the same structures here. We see the ectoderm again. We can see the hypophysis right here. All this stuff right here would be your undifferentiated mesoderm, as we see here. This structure right here would be the notochord. And then we can see this structure here again would be the oral invagination. Heart right here. And then we can see this structure here would be your pharynx. So oral invagination, you would have your pharynx right here. And then you have the foregut again, midgut, and hindgut. And this structure right here again would be your liver diverticulum. And this right here would be your macromeres or yolk cells. Mesoderm right here. And number 17. We have the structure right here. This would be your pharynx right here. We have the epiphysis right here. If I can get the light just right. Epiphysis right here. Next we have the prosencephalon, and we have the optic vesicle right here. optic vesicle. And then we have the gill slits right here. And then the arches, the gill arches over here, by the way. There's your gill arches. And then we have the pronephric duct, this structure right here. This right here would be your heart. And then this structure right here would be the rhombencephalon again. What would this structure be? Here, prosencephalon. What would this structure here be? Your epithesis. And then we have the notochord again, right here. It was right here. Notochord here. And then we have the hindgut right here. And then your anus is right there. Somatic mesoderm is right here. Pronephric duct is right here. And I'm going to show you these structures right here. So for model number 16, we have the sense plate right here. We have the gill arches right here. We have right here the sense plate again here, and gill arches again, kidney protuberance here, and optic protuberance here. And this completes the frog embryo models.